we are live. We are live. Everyone say a nice big hello. Okay, so you guys can be heard. I can be heard. So this must mean it is time. Friday night for Revenge of the Mafia, the long-form social deduction improv show where someone that you are seeing on your screen right now will soon turn out to be a bloodthirsty killer who, unless the others can stop them, will no doubt kill everyone else. So have a look at everyone's faces here. Currently, the killer does not know that they are a killer. They're currently innocent. But in a minute, I will roll a dice and it will decide which one of them is the killer tonight. So, before we get any further, let's just meet everyone who we have around. So, to begin with, let's meet Mike. Introduce yourself to the people.
Hey everyone, I'm Mike Dill. Mike Dill's Big Dill Pickles, and I'm here to make you a dill on a pickle. And I got some things here. I got things you haven't even heard of yet. Lots of stuff pickled.
Okay, thank you very much there, Mike. Next up, we're going to meet Gemini Skyrise. Gemini, please introduce yourselves to the people. Oops, have we lost you? Replace spotlight. Oh, Gemini. I think there might be a slight tech issue, but we'll come back to you, Gemini. Shay Moose, could you please introduce yourselves to the people?
My name is Shay Moose. I'm from California. I was in the Navy. I came home, and now I am homeless only. I have my pipe, my glasses, and this really luxurious gown that I found in the trash.
Okay, well, thank you very much, Shay.
You are welcome, sir.
Oda Nobunga, please introduce yourselves to the people.
It's Oda Nobunaga, the Demon King of the Sixth Heaven himself, from the Sengoku Jedi period. If you read your war history, the fun history, you would know I am the conqueror of Japan. Well, almost. Well, I was kind of betrayed. So I'm resurrected, and I'm going to take over not just Japan, but the entire world. That's why I found a job at Google and Facebook.
Okay, thank you very much. Red Blue, please introduce yourself to the people.
My name is Red. I sell psychedelics, all kinds. Come find out which ones on this journey.
Okay, thank you very much. Next up, we are going to meet Surrey Pop. Would you please introduce yourselves to the people?
Hi, people. I'm Surrey Pop. My daughter's about to get married, and I'm the head of the village. So you better come to the wedding.
Okay, well, with that, and unless I've missed someone, just because Gemini had to pop out, but Gemini will be back soon. Allow me to use this time just to explain about how some more of the proceedings will work. So like I told you, audience, someone here, or potentially Gemini, who has had a technical issue, will soon turn out to be a killer. That will be decided by a roll of the dice, and then everyone else will have to ask each other questions to try to figure out who they think has the killer instinct, because our killer will be trying to pick off victims one at a time without them being able to work out who it is. Throughout the show, audience, if I can direct your eyes down to the writing on the wall, you will see that it says support the show. Subscribe at www.youtube.com/extreme improv. So if you could smash that subscribe button, that would be great. But I'm going to replace what the writing on the wall says with Ask the Suspects questions, because this is a very interactive show, and throughout the show you will be able to ask any of the characters questions that we will put to them, so that you could try to figure out and play along to find out who the killer is as well. So with this, I will just also let our audience know that starting on the show, you'll see there is lots of cash around the screen. Each of our suspects starts off with $10,000 in cash, and they can use this money. It is protection money in this mafioso-filled world to try and protect themselves from hits by our hitman who is hidden in plain sight. Throughout the night phases, they will have opportunities to protect themselves. They will also have opportunities to steal money from each other, and if we should decide to execute anyone, they may be able to earn some bonus cash for taking on the burden of taking out a hit on someone. If they are able to get $20,000, they can ask me privately, which won't be available for you to see, audience, the name of someone who the killer is not. And then they can use this information however they think it would be to their advantage. They could get $25,000 built up. They could use that to take out a hit on someone else. Or they could somehow try to muster together $50,000, from which I would give them the identity of the killer. So I have vamped all I think I possibly can, and Gemini hasn't quite made it back with us yet. So we will see if Gemini can make it back. But for now, I will just start us off on a 3-minute period of open interaction. During this time, I will roll this dice, which will determine which one of our suspects is tonight's killer. I will then send a message to that person privately on the Zoom chat and let them know that they are the killer. So, do watch their faces and see if you can figure out who has just received news that they are a killer. Just for clarity, unless I believe that Gemini won't be able to rejoin us later, Gemini will potentially still be able to be the killer, so don't use her absence as a reason to discount her. But with this, 3 minutes on the clock, get to know each other, people. Begin.
So when's the wedding? I could potentially, cater if you like pickles.
Oh, sir, most definitely. But before that, I need some money because I have to get my daughter married.
Oh,
Who's your daughter marrying to?
Well, we are looking for a groom, and she has said that she wants somebody from the Southeast Asia.
Ah,
Interesting.
What's happening?
Have
Oda,
you,
you could be the person, Oda. You could be the groom.
Yes, the village leader's daughter. Yeah, that will give me some political power to take over the world.
I would like to be the best man. I've only ever been the best man to when our 2 goats, Debbie and Simon, got married. So I quite like to be one to a human.
That'd be good, especially since you and the father seem to have the same mustache wax.
Sure. It's a Navy thing, you know.
No, I get it. I see it.
Man.
Siri, I might be able to help with some of the funding you require. Have you considered growing mushrooms?
Well, my ancestors were farmers, but now we only deal in dill. Dill, how much are you ready to invest in my daughter's wedding?
Well, I was hoping to make money off of it by, being a caterer. And I was actually going to talk to Red to see about, you ever thought it might be fun to do some pickled psychedelics?
You know, the funding available in new age artisan psychedelics is like sky high. It's like owning a part of Tesla or one of these fancy schmancy stocks that people are talking about. Dill pickle flavored psychedelics. Ooh.
So you can put it on sandwiches.
If you need to promote it, I am working at Google and Facebook, so I'll get you all the promotion that you need. But first, every profit, I own 10%.
Oh, my daughter would love to be with somebody who works at Facebook.
All this money is making me really hungry. Anyone want to buy me a KFC?
Buy an entire KFC, like a franchise?
No, I have heard I look like him, the KFC guy. Funny story, when I was out in Afghanistan, we couldn't have any Kentucky Fried Chicken, right? So what we'd do is we'd catch some rats, we'd kill them, and then we'd boil some oil and then dip it in bread, and then we'd put them in, and we'd have deep fried rat. It's quite juicy.
So KFR is what you got.
Sure thing. KFR. KFR. God damn, that's clever.
instead of buying KFC or KFR, just take a mushroom.
We weren't allowed mushrooms.
You convinced me for mushrooms,
Okay.
Red.
So everyone, I see that we are rejoined by Gemini. So
Good, Gemini.
in a moment, guys, what I will say is just in the fairness of the fact that Gemini has been able to rejoin us here, and we have had this time to get to know some of the figures here. So everyone watching at home, who do you think has the killer instinct? Who do you think is potentially the bad guy? Just because, obviously, we have just had Gemini Skyrise rejoin us, I will put an additional 30 seconds on the clock where I will re-roll, just so that there is no doubt that we have a fair playing field for who the killer is. So during this time, I will let the person know again. And that 30 seconds has begun. So, sorry guys, don't allow me to disrupt what you were talking about.
No problem. Gemini, good to see you. How you doing?
I got cut off from my internet, I guess. But it's all good. It's all good. It's part of being a struggling artist. We are poor on purpose.
Oh dear.
Yeah, I know all about being poor.
Okay, so that brings to this, and I have informed the person that they are the killer. Did you see when it happened? During this 30-second period, this has actually made it a great advantage for everyone here, and it has made it a great advantage for our audience. Someone during the last 30 seconds received news that they are, in fact, the killer. So with this, there will now be 1 minute on the clock, and I will just remind all of our suspects, make sure you are just messaging me, which is number 0 on the Zoom chat, Don but not forgotten, and there will be 1 minute during which you need to let me know if you are the killer, that you want to, who you would like to kill, or if you would like to steal money from someone, and if so, how much. And if you are not the killer, you have 3 choices. Either you could do nothing and hope for the best, you could choose to protect yourself, in which you'll need to write protect me, and how much money you wish to spend in units of $1,000 up to 10, or you can choose to steal up to $10,000 from someone else, with the risk that you may be caught. With this, 1 minute on the clock, begin. So, I will just explain that again, just because our audience or any of our players may need this info again. You need to, within this next 1 minute, let me know who you would like to kill if you are the killer, and I need you to let me know the name of the person. No cuteness with who you're referring to, no descriptions, I need the name of the person, please. So, with this, I will also say that if you are not the killer, you can either protect yourself, steal, or you can do nothing and hope for the best. So let me know what you would like to do. I've got my pen here. 15 seconds back on the clock. And let's see.
Did we lose Red?
No, I'm here.
Okay, so with this, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, excellent stuff. So I have some news to share. Unfortunately, during the night phase, someone was killed. We have a killer amongst us, and the person who I can say who has been killed is unfortunately Red Blue. Red Blue, you were killed during the night, but fortunately we can still communicate with you during, using my psychic ability. Do you have any sense of who that you see here you think would have taken you out?
I think it's Mike Dale.
Okay. What leads you to that thought?
He tried to go into business with me.
Right. Why would I kill you if I was going into business with you?
Okay.
Keep your friends
So
close, but your enemies closer and dead.
I have a couple of other things I just need to check very quickly. That person is fortunate. And let's see what else we have to check. Ooh, everyone's fortunate. So in which case, because of that, I will do a random throw. And I can see that Oda, number 1, you have been humiliated during the night. So I can't say if people did try to steal or not, but what I can say is no one got, unfortunately for them, caught stealing, but you do have a humiliation on you for the remainder of this day phase. And that humiliation is going to be that for the remainder of this day, you must only speak in single syllable words. Do you understand?
Damn it.
Okay, so with this, we are now on to questions. Audience, ask the suspects questions, and we will put them to them periodically throughout the show as we try to figure out and work out who the killer may be. So just to answer a question which has been asked to me privately, I don't mind that, as Red Blue, you are new to this town. You need to try to help everyone else avenge your death. You need to help everyone figure out who it was that killed you. We have a particularly nasty killer amongst us who would take out a new player to this show on the first round. Yes, screw them. But with this, everyone will get to ask one other person one question. And you can ask any question you want, but make it so that you can try to get some information to figure out who the killer is. Mike Dill, who do you have a question for?
Yeah, I want to ask a question to Oda. You said you were some sort of demon and destroyer of souls and people. I think my question is, how do we not already think that you are the killer? That seems pretty obvious to me.
I am not. I don't kill non
Okay, we've given you a chance to answer.
That humiliation's taken effect.
Shay Moose, do you have a question for someone, please?
Yeah. Oda, what's the square root of pi?
I will try. Hold on.
Okay. Surrey Pop, do you have a question for someone, please?
I never got my answer.
I don't think we're going to. Surrey Pop, do you have a question for someone, please?
Yes, I do. So, Mike Dill, the mushroom guy, Red Blue, suspected that you killed him. Do you think we should still go with the catering from your warehouse?
Well, I think you certainly can. Now, first of all, I did not kill him. I'm looking to go into business. I'm trying to increase my items of picklage, and I thought that psychedelics would be good. There's no reason for me to kill off someone who I was thinking about going into business with. And with that, I'm still a business. So, yes, let's get that catering going so that your lovely daughter bride can be pickled pink on her wedding.
Okay, with that, Red Blue from Beyond the Grave, do you have a question for someone, please?
Yes. I have a question for Gemini Skyrise.
Oh, yeah.
Banksy's a multi-millionaire artist. Why must artists be poor?
Well, see, I feel like if you're not poor, then you're being a poser. So that's the main reason why I'm not dealing with my family's fortune or anything like that. I want to have the full experience so everyone can take me seriously as an artist.
Okay. Oda, do you have a question for someone, please?
No, I don't.
You're foregoing your question?
Yes.
Interesting. We will read into that what we will. Gemini Skyrise, do you have a question?
It is not worth it.
Okay, I do have a question for Red Blue. Like, what is it like being a ghost? Like, what happened when you died?
I woke up dead.
Okay. So, with this, let's go over to the audience, see if we have any questions. Surrey Pop, where are you?
Well, I have a very big country. I am the head of the village, and my village is on the countryside. And this is my small field, and I am just chilling in the field.
She's outstanding in her field. That's just a little joke. That's a
Okay.
big joke.
Gemini Skyrise.
Yeah.
What is your
Yeah,
favorite hobby?
Well, I love, I guess other than painting, I'm really into origami right now. I think that that's a lot of fun, especially when you're like using origami out of like, hold on. When you're using origami out of like dollar bills that people throw at you because they think you're homeless.
Okay, it was this. Oda, are you related to Zagreus? And if so, are you missing any three-headed dogs?
No, I am not. I am a real person.
Oh, real is one syllable, but person is not. So, Oda, as you have broken your humiliation, you will be silenced. You'll be silenced for the remainder of this day phase. If you attempt to break that silence, you may be put to an execution sequence. But with this, let's see if we have any other questions. King Jester on Twitch says, Mike Dill, are you taking over the psychedelic business now that Red Blue is dead?
Well, I don't even know much about it, but I thought I might look into it a little bit. But that was kind of the idea. I'm always looking for something that can be put inside a pickle jar, pickled, then opened up and eaten. And if it can be some psychedelics, I'm all for it.
Okay, so at this stage, audience, continue to give us thoughts and questions throughout the show, but we will now have a 2-minute period of open discussion. Someone here killed Red Blue. There is a killer on the screen with you. Someone here is not who they claim to be. Try to figure this out. Try to figure out who you think the killer is, and then we will soon put it to a vote. And here you go.
So, Oda, I just heard what Mike said, that you are a killing machine. I don't think you're suitable for my daughter, whereas I think Gemini Skyrise, she seems like a sweet girl.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, I would be so flattered. Like, 100%.
Totally. I would say now that I'm so sorry, Oda. This opportunity.
He's gonna
You
get
can't speak.
murdered.
He is going to get murdered. He is not silent. He is making sound. So unfortunately, we have to interrupt the proceedings here. Oda
I'll do it.
Nabunga, you have broken your silence, and so for that, you will now be put to execution. Gemini Skyrise, you want the duties of doing this, and
Yeah,
it
I'll
will
do
be
it.
a private execution. Now, just allow me to explain to our viewers at home what will happen here. So, in a moment, there will be 30 seconds on the clock, during which Oda can try to convince Gemini, even though he's silenced, try to convince Gemini not to execute him. He could also, and potentially she will not execute him, but if not, he could use his protection money to protect himself, or he could choose to grab a Tommy gun, in which he would have the 1 in 8 chance, determined by a roll of the dice, of turning the gun back on Gemini. But first, Gemini, since you are risking your life to do this execution and taking on this burden, you will get an opportunity to get some bonus cash. I will roll this dice, and if you decide odds or evens, if you guess correctly, then whatever number it lands on will determine how many bonus thousands of dollars you get. So please tell me, odds or evens?
We'll go even.
And it is evens. It is a 6. So you get
nice.
plus $6,000 for that.
Okay.
There will now be 30 seconds on the clock, during which Oda, unless you protect yourself in some way or convince Gemini not to kill you, you will be executed. And 30 seconds begin.
If you can do like a really cool interpretive dance, I might let you live. I have to feel it. I have to feel the art.
But I protect myself. I don't want to die this
Oh, you've
I'm
called to
resurrected.
protect yourself, even though you've broken silence to do that. That's quite a dilemma. So, I don't think I'll allow this because you would obviously need to let me know you want to protect yourself somehow. What level of protection would you like, Oda?
If I have it.
10? He's spending $10,000. Minus 10, and let me just check. I just need to make sure that you actually had it. So, I can say yes, there was nothing I missed. You did have $10,000. You have spent $10,000 and protected yourself. So, that wasn't even after a vote. But we will now continue onwards. There is 1 minute left of open discussion. Use this time wisely to try to figure out who you think the killer is. Continue.
So, as I
I'm
was
a little
saying, I
disappointed,
think
John.
Gemini, you are very good for my daughter. I'm going to send my daughter for you to, have one-on-one
Oh, yeah.
conversation with her.
Yeah,
Sorry.
no, that's totally cool. I'm all for that.
What if Gemini's the killer? You still good with her? Gemini being your marrying
Well,
your daughter?
obviously, I'm not a killer. I couldn't even kill someone who broken a vow of silence.
Oh,
twice.
well, that's true. Like, twice, many times over.
Yeah,
Twice.
it was so underwhelming. I'm a little disappointed right now, but it's okay.
What kind of dance would you have liked? Can you show us a dance that would have saved his life just on dance purposes?
Well, if I weren't using my cell phone right now, then sure. But maybe he could have spun a little bit. He could have I wanted to see a story, a beginning, middle, and end, and I wanted to feel something. But
You wanted some narrative.
yeah,
narrative,
I felt
a hero's
embarrassed.
journey, overcoming something.
I just wanted to throw a tomato at him, but I didn't have any because I ate it. I ate my
Killer
last tomato. No, it was red. It was pretty
You
bright.
can pickle tomatoes. Did you know that?
Yeah, but
Okay.
I don't know. I don't really like the taste of vinegar.
Ooh. Wow. that
Okay, and that ends the period of open discussion. We will have one final interaction before we go... Oops, I've spotlighted myself. Before we go to our first vote. So, with this, I will roll the dice, and I will see that the first interaction will be between... who is number 2? Gemini.
It's me.
And it will be between number 5. Gemini and Mike, you will have a 1 minute interaction. This will be the final interaction before we put things to the vote. So, here you go.
Hey, I just want to talk to you for a minute. Why'd you have to call me out like I said you don't like vinegar in front of everybody?
I mean, I'm
You
sorry,
may say you're
sir.
not a killer, but that hurt me a lot.
You need to stop smelling like vinegar. I suggest using Aveeno body wash instead of rubbing vinegar on your pits.
Pickling is all I know. It's all I have. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm not trying to be a struggling artist. I'm trying to actually make money, make something, and do something. And for you to call out my profession like that in front of everybody, that hurt. Like I said, you may think you're not a
I'm
killer,
sorry.
but I died a little. with
Oh
that.
no. How about this?
Okay.
How about I help you learn how to struggle more? Because when you struggle, you don't feel bad when people hurt your feelings. I get called homeless all the time, but people don't realize I have a wealthy family. I choose to be poor.
Well, maybe that would help struggling. Any thoughts on who you think the killer is? We probably should have been doing some of that, but I was thinking myself.
I think it's Oda. I just do.
But you didn't want to kill him when you had the... Oh, no, he
I
protected
tried, but I'm just really bad at this.
you.
Okay, and that is time. So, it is now voting time. Audience, please, vote now and save us. Who do you think the killer is? Put the name of the person who you think is the killer into the comment section and we will tally them up. And whoever you overall vote for, audience, will count equal to a vote that everyone else will now give. Now, unfortunately, red, blue, you are dead. So it means you will not be able to vote unless we are in a tie-break situation. But, let's go round. Gemini, who do you think the killer is, please?
I think it's Oda.
Okay, that is a vote for Oda. Surrey's Pop, who do you think is the killer?
Actually, Pop just went outside. I'm the daughter, and I think the caterer, because I don't like pickles at my wedding.
So you were going for Mike. So that is a vote for Mike. Shay Moose, who do you think is the killer, please?
I gotta be honest, I have absolutely no idea what's going on. But I think the little green fella, Yoda, probably has something to do with it.
Do I interpret that as a vote for Oda?
For Yoda, yeah.
Okay, so that's a vote for Oda. Mike, who do you think it is, please?
I'm just gonna have to throw mine in there for going after a demon as with the others. I'm gonna put my vote on Oda.
Okay, and Oda, who do you vote for? Number 5, you vote for Mike. So let's go over to the comment section here and see what we've got. We've got votes for Mike, Surrey, Mike, Oda. I vote Shay. Shay is quiet, says Wade, but that's not a double vote. That's only one. Don't kill him, Gemini. We got earlier, and sorry, Capelthave. But with that, we've got another vote for Oda. But I'm going to give a 5-second countdown, audience, as always. Or another vote for Oda has come through. It's between Mike and Oda here. So let's give a 5-second countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2. Oda, and let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. And 1, 2, 3, and 4. So we have a tie-break situation. So red, blue, you will have to settle the audience votes here. Your options will either be Mike Dill or Oda. Which one of them do you think is the killer?
Interesting. Who killed me? I think it's Mike.
You think it is Mike? Well, this is an even more interesting situation because that has tied things up. So you settled the audience vote, but now we have a tie, 3 votes to Oda, 3 votes to Mike. And because the responsibility will once again fall to the dead, red, blue. Once again, I will ask you between Mike and Oda, who do you think it is? And this will put this person to an execution.
Let's see some pickle blood.
Okay, so Mike, you have been put to execution here.
Can I kill myself?
You want to kill yourself?
Sure.
I don't know if that works like that. You could also protect yourself. I don't know. We've never had that happen before. Does anyone else want the responsibility? Well, no, you'd let yourself go. You can't do that.
What's happening?
Oda, I see your hand is up. So
I'm just listening to the hound dogs. I don't know what's going on.
I know. I got my dogs are just barking. I don't know why they're being crazy, you guys.
Oh, it's Zagreus from last week is back, I'm sure. Right, so
Sounds like those 3-headed dogs.
Okay, so with this, sorry, 1 second. Add spotlight. I will join you guys. So it's the same process as before. First things first, Oda. I will roll a dice, and you can call odds or evens. If you guess correctly, then whatever number it lands on will give you that many bonus thousands of dollars. So, odds or evens? So odds. And it is an even. It is an 8, which is unfortunate, because otherwise that would have been a lot of money. So now there will be 30 seconds on the clock, during which, Mike, you could try to convince Oda not to kill you. Alternatively, you could choose to protect yourself with protection money, or you could grab a Tommy gun. 30 seconds on the clock. Begin.
Listen, Oda, I'll help you out. First of all, say it's a new day. You can talk. So go ahead. And so
you bad Kaijin, you tried to kill me.
I didn't try to kill you. I was mob mentality. That's all I was going with there. I'm going to go with that. But
my best man. Oh no, my.
Do you know what? Actually, I need to interrupt this. We have a situation. It is not a new day. Mike tricked you, I think. So you have broken your silence there, Oda.
Can I kill both of them?
Can you kill both of them? I will allow this. So
I want to try.
With this
art experiment.
Okay, let's bring you in. I love when this happens. Right.
I don't get much fun in my life.
Well, you need to get in there quick. So, Gemini Skyrise, you have volunteered to kill them both. However, I don't know. I think Oda still may have the responsibility of killing Mike, but that depends if he survives or not. So you have the responsibility first of killing Oda. So please call odds or evens.
Evens.
Okay, it is an even, and it is once again an 8. So plus $8,000.
You're not
Oda.
struggling very much anymore, sweetheart.
Oda.
I'm gonna still struggle. I'm gonna eat Vienna sausages when I get home.
Okay, so Oda, you will have 30 seconds on the clock as Mike tricked you into breaking your silence, and and during this time you can either choose to protect yourself if you have protection cash available, or you could choose to grab a Tommy gun if you cannot convince Gemini not to kill you. 30 seconds on the clock, begin.
Gemini, just do it. Kill him.
Yeah, I'm gonna just do it. Unless you shoot me in the face.
You had a chance.
Are you
last
grabbing
time.
a Tommy gun? Are you grabbing a Tommy gun? Okay,
Oh,
he's grabbing
he's
a
doing
Tommy gun. So, Oda.
You can talk. You can talk.
He can't talk.
Nah.
You will have a 1 in 8 chance of turning the Tommy gun back onto Gemini, but you need to guess correctly the number, 1 to 8. Please give me a number.
This is so exciting.
5. It is a 6. You have failed. Please execute him.
Okay, so I blow him up with fireworks.
Okay, and with that, Oda, you have been killed. Mike, you managed to avoid execution there, but not by convincing, but by tricking, and that has never happened before. That is a first. And so with this, Oda, from beyond the grave, using my psychic ability, could you now confirm, were you the hitman?
How history repeats itself. I was killed by my right-hand man, Mitsuhire, and now I was killed by the groom's dad, I think, or his uncle, whoever. So, yeah, I tried to take over the world again. I was the killer.
He was the killer! You have caught him! Well done! Well done!
I knew Yoda had something to do with it.
Oh my goodness, that circumstance has never happened before. Tricked into speaking, breaking your humiliation for the second time. And,
You dirty bastard, Mike.
and we then therefore knew you'd used all your protection money. But you tried to grab a Tommy gun. Well, you did grab a Tommy gun, which means there is only one available Tommy gun available in the game. So with this, as we are only about halfway into the allocated time for the show here, we will skip forward 100 years into the future, where we will have the descendants of the characters you've just seen, audience, and everyone is back alive. So Oda Nabunga, you are now the great-great-grandchild. Red Blue, you are the great-great-grandchild, and you are once again alive. Feel free to rename yourself if you wish to reflect a new character in your name. But, audience, as we just saw, Oda Nabunga was the hitman here, and now 100 years later, 100 years have passed, and there will be a 1 minute period to reflect the anniversary of the killings, during which I will roll a dice and someone on the screen will find out that they are the killer. So just to clarify again, there will be a new killer. Now, when I say a new killer, it could be Oda Nabunga again, because it is decided by a dice roll, but it will be someone decided by chance. 1 minute, reflect on the tragedy of 100 years ago, begin.
Well, that was it's good that we all got back together after what happened to our relatives so long ago.
Well, I heard that someone gonna get themselves married. Am I right?
Is
Yeah,
it finally going to happen?
it's finally gonna happen.
Damn, you've been married for 100 years. Are you not thinking about a divorce yet, or what?
Well, see, it was gonna be a situation where like my great grandmother was gonna get married, but then she kind of like went crazy after she exploded that guy. But we're gonna try again, so I'm gonna do it.
Yeah, what about Pop? Thought there was going to be a wedding there. I was my relative was going to cater that thing. It never
Yes.
happened.
Yes, I say it in my books. It is written that catering should only be done by Mike Dill's Specialized Pickles, and definitely my Nana couldn't marry
Okay, I'm afraid
Gemini.
that is the end of this period. Now, audience, once again, were you paying close attention? During that time, someone received the news that they are the killer. So, once again, I will put this open so that there will be a 1 minute period during which everyone can continue to reflect on the tragedy of 100 years ago, but the new killer will let me know who they wish to choose as their victim. Now, also, just the same as before, anyone else can let me know if they wish to steal money from someone else, if they wish to spend money to protect themselves, or if they wish to do nothing. Now, one thing I will say that I forgot to mention earlier is you can have one hand visible on screen, but you are not allowed to have both hands visible on screen, because we need to keep the illusion that any of you could be typing. So that is just a rule I forgot to mention. So do let me know what you want to do. 1 minute, continue to reflect on the tragedy of the past, and begin.
Hey, Oda, it's good that you were able to come back. I hope you're a reformed demon this time.
I am not a demon, but I am the demon king of the 6-7. Yes, I'm going to take over the world again. I don't care.
Oh, well, all right then. Certainly puts a target on you.
I've always been that way.
Oh, well, all right. Well, I've always been a pickle guy, so I guess I know what you're saying.
I will remind
And I'm
everyone
gonna
that the
cut your
killer
pickle
elite needs to let me know that they wish to who they wish to kill. They could also choose to steal, but everyone can only do one action during the night. Just so that that's
The Great
clear.
Dawn, one question. Do we have cash left over from our ancestors?
You do not. Only if they left it to you in inheritance. If you did not have
Oh,
cash,
no fresh money.
you still do not have that cash. It has been spent.
Should have invested that money wisely over 100 years.
Oda, we know that your great-grandfather was the one who killed my great-grandfather's mushroom supplier.
Yeah, guys,
Are you-
it's the same guy. It's the same guy. I'm just reincarnated. I'm just going to keep coming back.
Okay, so with this, audience, the person who is the killer has killed. We have a death amongst us. I just have to roll the dice a couple more times just to see if someone's luck is up. Oh, that person's luck is up. Unfortunately, wow. You are a thief. You have been caught stealing during the night. And for that, we will name and shame you as a thief, but you will suffer a humiliation throughout the remainder of this day phase. And that means that for the remainder of this day phase, every time you speak, you must have a moral to what you say. Every time you speak, you must provide a moral to the words you say. Do you understand?
Of course, the moral of the story is don't steal and get caught.
Yeah,
Very
that's
good. So,
It's a good
with
moral.
that is a good moral. So with this, everyone, we will go round. Audience, you can ask some questions to anyone else. We will have we'll have another round of questions. So starting this time.
Did you say someone was killed?
Oh no, I forgot to tell you, Mike. I'm sad to say
Why'd I ask?
that Oda is dead.
Oh,
Oda,
I saw what you did there. That was some funny
You
shit.
got my hopes up, didn't you?
I did. So Oda, from beyond the grave, do you have anything you want to say? Who do you think killed you?
Yeah, why not? It's Mike.
Okay. So
No, I don't think it's Mike. I'm just kidding. I would like to kill him though, so I'm gonna guess this one is a very clever person. So it's either Pisces.
you're taking too long. So with this, we will move on. Right. So, Seamus Moose, do you have a question for someone, please?
Sure, I have a question for someone. Shit. Everybody's name's gone off the screen, so I can't remember what people called, because that's what the internet does when you're living behind a trash can. Okay, I'm gonna go for the girl with the beautiful pink hair.
Okay.
Hi.
Hi.
Did you steal that cap from me?
I did. It was really nice. The aesthetic was amazing, and I felt like it made me feel like an artist.
You can have it. I don't want it now. You touched it.
Oh,
you
thank
nasty.
you.
Okay. Mike Dill the Fourth, do you have a question for someone, please?
yeah. Seamus Moose. I ran in my great grandfather ran into your great grandfather, and it sounds like you're still homeless. There's a family of homelessness. Is that what's going on? Are you like meat with pickles? Just a family thing?
So who you talking to?
You.
Oh shit! I'm sorry. You know, it's been a long day. Okay, what was the question?
Never mind. Pisces.
Okay.
Did you make any money off of Gemini's artwork yet?
I did. See, after my great-great-grandmother had blew up that guy and she went crazy, all of her art
Exploded.
sold.
Right.
It exploded literally. So I've been doing pretty good.
Okay. Dosange, am I getting that pronunciation correct?
Yep.
Thank you. Dosange, do you have a question for someone, please?
Yes, I have a question for Wow. So Wow, why did you leave me?
My therapist said that you weren't good for me. And the moral is, when people aren't good for you and your therapist recognizes that, listen to your therapist.
Moral. It's a good moral.
Okay. Wow, do you have a question for someone?
Yes, I've got a question for Pisces. And the moral of that story, the moral is, if you got a question, make sure you have a moral that's good.
It's a good moral.
Okay.
Be good. How do you spend your days? What's the moral? The moral there is to be inquisitive.
Well, I spend my days it's pretty simple. I try to be, I love avocado toast. I love to go for walks, and I love to do yoga in the mountains. And of course, I hang out with Desange because she's my fiance. But yeah, beyond that, it's just very minimalistic.
Okay. So with that, Oda from Beyond the Grave, do you have a question for someone, please?
I have a question for Mr. Wow. Can you forgive me for what my ancestor did for your ancestor?
Yes. The moral is to be
Okay.
Forgiving. The moral is to be forgiving.
It's almost a good moral.
It's almost. Okay. Pisces, do you have a question for someone, please?
Yeah, I do have a question. I have a question for Seamus. So with your struggles, do you consider yourself an artist as well?
Sure. I am an artist for artists, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I had a guy come up to me the other day and was like, yo, you look old. Can I take your picture? And I was like, sure. And he put me in a parking lot, sitting in the rain next to an old beat up car and an orange cone. And he was like, it's all going to be in black and white apart from you and the cone. And it's going to tell you a story. And I was like, damn, you just made a story out of thin air. I never found out what that story was, but
Good story.
I hope
That's beautiful.
Thanks.
Yeah.
I think it's the interpretation, you know?
Okay.
Yeah,
Humanity,
so with
we're the
this,
trash of the earth.
Sure, it's vivid.
okay, so with this, we have a few audience questions. Or audience continue to ask us questions throughout. Pisces, who do you
Yes.
trust the most?
Desange.
Desange. Okay. Desange, there hasn't been much work on the field these last 100 years. Do you have a response to that?
Yeah, because we were busy making babies. That's why I'm here.
Okay. And we have an accusation. Wade Slider on D Live says, Shay Moose, you're the killer you were typing. Do you have a response to that?
I was typing on my phone and I'm using a laptop.
Well, okay, we'll interpret that as we
Pretty
will.
airtight.
King Jester, I think this was from a little bit earlier, but I'll read it anyway in case it's enlightening at all. Gemini, so obviously relative of Pisces, is sounding pretty killerish right now, unless she's doing it for art. So do you have any response about your relative there, Pisces?
Oh, yeah, it was all for art. Because it's like we as people are art, and she was just like experimenting, you know, that sort of thing. Justice in the sense of a new medium.
Okay.
Blood is paint.
Thank you. So with this, there will now be 1 minute of open discussion, guys. I'm not sure we've got very many clues to who the killer is yet, so you may want to try to whittle it down before the killer strikes again. 1 minute, begin.
So, you say, Moose, you were doing tapping on one thing but not the other thing.
Sure.
What's going on if things are so tough? You got both keyboard and phone going.
So on my phone, I'm talking to someone about moving into a flat because, for 100 years, we've been living on the street and that ain't good. And on my laptop is where I'd be typing for anything else. So I was on my phone and on my laptop. Therefore, I was not doing anything suspicioso.
Seamus, is it possible that we can make a documentary about your life? Because I'm so inspired right now.
Yeah, sure. As long as Tom Hanks can play me, I am A-okay with that shit.
Yeah, I'll use him for the dramatization part.
Sure.
Right.
Okay.
Shay Moose, do you see what's behind me? These are all of my buildings because I'm a real estate developer and we've done well over the last several years. The moral of the story is invest in real estate.
Okay.
Well, are you...
The moral of the story is that I could only really afford a container from a train or a ship or a garage. So unless any of those nice buildings are a garage, I don't think I can afford it.
Okay, that is the end of this period of open discussion, I'm afraid. So, with this, we will now come to our first vote. So, audience, vote now and save us. Who do you think the killer is? Someone here is not who they claim to be. Someone here has killed Oda Nobunaga, and we need to find out who it is before they kill again. So, put your vote into the comment section. Mike, who do you vote for here?
Well, shoot. I mean, I think everyone here had a reason to want to kill Oda after what happened 100 years ago. But I'm going to go, I hate to do it, but I think I'm going to go Seamus. I think your little distractedness might have been more than we thought.
Okay, Seamus, who do you think is the killer, please?
I would like to go for Skyrise because she was also tapping on her tippy-tappy phone there, and her tippy-tappy phone is also what she's looking into.
Okay, so that is a vote for Pisces. Dosange, who do you vote for, please?
I'm so sorry to do it to my caterer, but I think it's Mike.
Okay, there's a vote against Mike. Pisces, who do you vote against, please?
I think it's Seamus, which is why I'm doing this documentary, because, it's kind of like a how to catch a killer kind of thing. Yeah. I just think it's really exciting.
Like a murder mystery?
Yeah.
Sure, that's fun.
I like those. So, wow, who would you vote for here?
I think it's number 3, Skyrise's fiance.
Okay. So we have quite a lot of split decision. We will go over to the audience and see what we've got. We've got votes for Seamus, Wow, Pisces, Shay, Dosange, Mike, Shay, Mike, Pisces. Oda is dead, audience, so there's no point voting for Oda.
Killed himself.
And scrolling down, let's see, any more coming through? Audience, let us know now. Pisces and Moose. So, did we keep count of those guys?
2.
Oh,
I 3 or 4, I can't remember.
Oh, I'm going to interpret that as 4 because you weren't counting. So, Seamus, you have the most votes either way. And with this, you have been marked for death. Could I now ask for a volunteer to take the burden of the execution? Pisces, you want this burden, so we will spotlight you. And let's see, Seamus. And let's add you in here. So I will jump on board as well. So once again, as we experienced 100 years ago, there will be 30 seconds on the clock, during which Seamus, you can attempt to convince Pisces not to kill you. Alternatively, you can use protection money if you have any available, or you could choose to grab a Tommy gun. But first things first, Pisces, I will roll a dice. Odds or evens?
Odds.
It is evens. It is a number 6, I'm afraid. So with
I should always go evens.
Maybe. With this, 30 seconds on the clock. Begin.
Well, I just want to say, right, I don't understand
Okay.
why people voting for me as a killer, because I ain't. I'm
I
all
think it's
for a murder mystery. Why
Right.
would a murderer be excited about a murder mystery?
The same reason that serial killers leave clues for cops, because they want the attention from the police.
Do they? Shit,
Yeah.
I did not know that. Listen, I haven't got time, but I would like to buy my way out of this, please, what little I have.
Okay. So with this, you have chosen to protect yourself.
Sure.
Let me just clarify. Are you choosing to spend all of your money?
No.
You said with what little you have.
Well, I don't know how much I will count.
Well, how much would you like to spend? Up to 10,000 to give full protection.
Up to 10. Is that how much I got? Shit.
Well, no, that's how much you can spend at a time, though.
Oh, that's called false hope. Okay. I would like to spend $4,000.
Okay, so 1 second.
I don't have that, do I?
1 second. A little bit of
Okay.
mathematics required here.
Oh, I didn't get my math. I didn't get that.
You have 0 available, I'm afraid. I've just confirmed.
Wow.
So, with that, your only choice now is to grab a Tommy gun, or I'm going to let the timer run out. You had 3
I
seconds.
would like to grab the gun.
Okay,
Oh
so
God, I'm
with
gonna get
this,
shot in the face.
please could you tell me a number from 1 to 8?
Shit, I don't even know if I can count that far.
If you get the correct
4?
number, sorry.
Shot in the face.
Okay, you have called number
4.
4. If you get the correct number, then you will turn the Tommy gun back onto Pisces.
It ain't gonna happen,
It
sweetheart.
happened. It is a number 4.
Shit.
Well done.
I got shot in the face.
Well done. Well done. So that is very rarely happens, but
That's
I
how.
had the camera. Can I just say that the camera was rolling the entire time?
What camera? Am being
I had a
serious?
camera.
the documentary.
The documentary.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you meant like I was being set up.
Well,
Kind
we have just seen a murder happen. So Pisces, you have been killed here. So we must ask you from beyond the grave, Pisces, were you the killer?
No.
No, you have killed an innocent person. Seamus was voted to be put to death, but Seamus has managed to avoid murder, avoid being executed and killed in the process. Did Seamus add another death to a tally, or was that an innocent person taking desperate measures to save their own
Innocent
life?
person taking desperate measures.
So with this, Pisces and Oda are dead. 1 minute will begin on the clock immediately, during which would the killer please let me know who they would like as their next victim. And if anyone would like to protect themselves, steal, or anything else during the night, now is the time to do it. You only have until the end of this 1 minute, of which 17 seconds have already elapsed. If anyone wants to say anything, especially the dead, then this is your time to do so.
Seamus, you need to have a hand down.
Oh shit! I'm sorry.
Ooh.
I have
I
a
didn't
question
know they
which
had
I want
the,
to ask beyond the grave.
The
I will
rules.
remind the killer that they need to let me know. Okay. Oh dear. So, audience, to clue you into what is happening here,
I'd
it
like
is
to make a
tradition.
guess on who
Can
the
we
killer
just
is.
pretend that it didn't happen for the sake
No,
of the
but this
game?
could be a misdirect. It could be a misdirect.
That's what they
So-
all say.
It could be.
Some information may or may not have come into the private Zoom chats where the suspects would be giving me information of what they wish to do during this night phase, including if they want to kill. Now, they should just be contacting me personally with a direct message, but occasionally they make a mistake and send them publicly. So with this, that time has elapsed. I have some news to share.
Oh, yeah?
Unfortunately, Mike, I just need to check. Did you protect yourself at all? You did
I
not.
should've.
So, Mike, you have been killed quite publicly. Do you have anything you wish to say from beyond the grave?
We never saw it coming, Mike.
No, just as per my family's wishes, I wish to be buried in a pickle jar. So, please,
Okay, so with this, Mike is dead. But, audience, you do not know who the killer is, but everyone else here seems to think that they know. So what I will do is I will put 1 minute of open discussion onto the clock, and here you go.
As your first victim, I have the right to say, why?
I'm just gonna say y'all are haters. Y'all don't know what you saw. Y'all saw nothing.
So, why did you kill my fiance is my question. You didn't have to do that. I mean, my fiance has done nothing. My grandmother died without marrying one of the sky rises, and now I gotta die without marrying one of the sky rises.
I feel like
That's on you.
I feel like I must just clue the audience in here, because I thought you guys may do it a little bit more. I don't mind saying...
I kind of did it.
Yeah, I know, but we can't trust our audience to be that intelligent. Right, so...
Oh, shit. About
And here go the numbers.
So, Desange may have quite publicly said, and I quote, kill Mike. So, Desange may or may not be the killer. But that could be a misdirect. So, with this, audience...
Mike might have committed suicide.
Yeah, the audience...
Wow, that just got deep.
Audience, they had asked some questions during this time, as I asked them to. So we will put them to you and see what your responses are in the light of this recent news. First of all, Oda. Earlier, Wade said that you said... Oh, God. Right, so, Oda, you said your relative killed, but you also said you were reincarnated. Can you explain this?
I'm a man of mystery.
So no, then, in other words. Pisces, do you like pickles? Yes. Asks Blondie Einstein.
Oh, see, my entire family, we're allergic to vinegar. It just, if I have it, it just will make me die.
Okay.
So no.
Okay. Slade says, Moose, oh, we've got a Wade and a Slade. Moose, your hair is amazing, though. I don't know what the though refers to.
It runs in the family. We have these amazing pharmaquiffs, and not gonna lie, it even stays like this when it's wet.
I kind of want to touch it. You remind me of a Baba sheep.
King Jester said a few minutes ago, "Oh my God." I'm not sure what that referred to though. Maybe it was.
Oh my God.
The reveal.
Maybe it's me getting shot in the face.
Oh.
I must apologize. I got a little bit savage at that point. I was worried. All right. Desperate time comes for a shotgun.
Audience, we will now go to the vote. So, audience, it is now voting time. Who do you think is the killer? Obviously, Dead Dill is in a pickle, is dead. Oda is dead. Pisces, killed by Seamus whilst defending themselves. But that just leaves Seamus, Desange, and Wow still alive. Now, as we said, Mike is dead, and we do know that publicly Desange did ask to kill Mike. So read into this what you will, but it is voting time. So we will go around the living. Seamus, who do you think is the killer?
Oh, I think it's Wow.
You're voting for Wow?
Yeah.
Oh my God, okay.
Spicy.
Desange, who do you vote for?
Well, you are accusing me of things, but it's possible that I conspired with my ex-boyfriend to kill my current fiance because I wanted to be with him. So it's Wow.
What has just happened? Okay, so Wow, you have 2 votes against you. We will ask you, Wow, but as the only other surviving person here, you will now be down to the audience. So Wow, who do you vote for?
I don't think it's misdirect at all. I think it's number 3, Desange 30.
Okay, so with that...
And sorry, I'd like to add to that. I was the only one that accused them in the first round. I'd like to point that out.
Ah, interesting observation. Interesting. So we'll give a few more seconds. Audience, I will remind you that there are a bunch of new shows happening from Extreme Improv nowadays. So as well as our weekly Revenge of the Mafia shows on Friday at 8 p.m, we also have our thrice weekly Extreme Improv Extreme shows on Wednesday, Thursdays and Friday matinees. But starting this week, we have introduced the Geek Battle show on Wednesdays, which next week will be happening in the late 10:30 p.m. UK time slot. And on Thursday, we will have the early Slam Jam Pro Wrestling show. These are both comedy panel shows themed either around geek culture or themed around professional wrestling. And as you saw earlier tonight, we had the Jester's Jam, which is a joke-telling show. So with this, we've had lots of things. We've got votes for WoW. I can't believe the audience have done this. We've got votes for number 3, Desange. Desange just. What do you mean just? Right, Desange, and Desange again, and Desange. So one person said wow. But other than that, Desange, you have got the votes, which means it is a tie. It is a tie. So the dead will now get to vote.
Yeah. Awesome.
So.
This is hitting all new levels,
I know who I want to vote for.
Okay. Oda Nabunga, who do you vote for, please?
How obscure this is. You know, because I am an obscure person,
Sure.
I'm gonna vote for WoW.
Sure. Yes. Boom. Thank
Okay.
you.
Dead
Tell you,
Dill.
That background's making me trip.
Dead Dill, who do you vote for, please?
No.
Now, let me just go back over the transcripts of this night. I'm going to go with Desange and her kill Mike comment.
Okay, so Pisces, you have an interesting thing. You will decide someone's fate here, either
I'm a
between
vengeful ghost who works
WoW
in mysterious
or Desange.
ways.
Oh.
As a ghost who is devoted to my fiance, I'm gonna vote wow.
Wow.
So WoW, you have been marked for death. Between Seamus and Desange, who would like to carry out the execution?
I'd rather die from an innocent person's hand, so I would like Seamus to kill me.
Unfortunately, you don't get to pick.
No.
I need either Desange or Seamus to volunteer.
I'm going to leave it in professional hands. Over to you.
Desange, are you going to carry out the execution?
Yes, I'll do.
Oh, look at that.
Okay, so
Make it explosive.
Watch and learn, everyone.
all hope is not lost.
That's what he said.
Although you must, audience, you must be thinking at this stage that perhaps the townspeople shouldn't be saved. But poor WoW. Okay, WoW. You will have 30 seconds on the clock presently, during which you can try to convince Desange not to kill you. Alternatively, you can attempt to protect yourself by spending protection money, or you can grab... Wait, did we use 2 Tommy guns already? We did, didn't we? Okay, there is no Tommy guns left.
Oh.
So, Desange, first of all, you have the opportunity to get bonus protection cash. Please
I have a BB gun.
Please tell me odds or evens, Desange.
I would go for 5.
No, odds or evens. So do you say odds?
Odds.
It is odds. It is a 9. You get 9,000 bonus dollars. Thank you very much, Desange. Oh, I can't write that. Okay, so 30 seconds on the clock, and which case, at the end of it, if you haven't protected yourself, you will be killed. 30 seconds, begin.
This town is the worst town ever. I'm so glad I went into real estate and like built a business that like would bring new people here so that it would force all of you out. This is the worst. Bro, gentrification. Yeah. Shoot. Let's see. I hate all of you. I would like to try to save myself so I can stay living.
Okay, so you've called to protect yourself. How much protection money would you like to spend? Up to $10,000.
I'm worth about 1,000, but I'll wager up to 7,000.
7,000. Okay. So with this, I will roll this dice. If it is 1 through 7, you are protected. If it is 8 through 10, you are not. It is a 10, I am afraid. Continue the execution. And with that,
the Tom Hanks gun.
Wow, you have been killed. So please, Wow, could you communicate to us from beyond the grave? Wow, were you the killer?
No, I was killed.
Really?
What?
So
sure. I was so sure. No one with that much real estate is able to, pay off.
Yeah, you were such a poser. Skyrise buildings in your background, but you're not a
I ask
skyrise.
my deepest forgiveness. I want your deepest apologies.
King Jester on Twitch says, I cannot handle this game. Oh my god.
Try being on our side.
Oh my god. So, with this, as I would normally say, I will still say, at this stage, there are 2 people left. One of them is the killer, and now the other person knows which person is the killer. And maybe other people do as well. But with this, I will give each one of them 30 seconds to say why they are not the killer and why everyone should execute the other person. So first of all, Shay Moose, please, 30 seconds on the clock. And audience, continue to give us thoughts and questions if you wish, but for now, begin.
You should not think that I killed someone, murdered people, because I did not make it public. You should understand that Desange is probably the only word that rhymes with orange, so it's a good reason to kill her for that. And look at this hair. You tell me that this hair is guilty? No, there ain't no moose in it. It's so real, so real. I am top to toe legit. Okay, so
that is the end of 30 seconds. Thank you very much. But now we will come across to Desange. You will have 30 seconds on the clock to say why you think Shay Moose is the killer and why people should not vote for you. And begin.
I've already lost my fiance, and Shay killed my lovely ex-boyfriend. You have to get him out. In the first round itself, everybody guessed that it's Shay, and I was wrong all this while thinking that it was Mike or it was Wow. You have to give me something. I want to win this because I don't have my fiance or my ex-boyfriend to live my life with. Please, guys, I am not the killer.
Okay, that is the end of this 30-second period. So very quickly, we'll go over and see if we have any more questions or comments to go through.
I have a question.
I have a question as well.
Well, I'm sure you do. Let's ask a couple. So, sorry, who had a question first? Pisces?
I do.
Yes.
So, Desange, you're not over your ex? What?
That's awkward.
When you died, he was there to be my shoulder.
To shoot in the face. I get it.
Yeah. Yes.
That's
what I did.
Who was there?
I'm so messed up.
It certainly is.
And act crazy.
I have a question. Desange, have you ever sat on top of a hay bale whilst it's been going downhill?
Is it for me?
Desange.
Oh, yeah. I have sat on the hay bale and I have seen the sky rise.
No, that's not the question. Did you roll down the hill on a hay bale? And if so, how did you survive? Is that why you've come back as the killer? Because you banged your head and you had a premonition?
Why are you scolding me? No, I did not. I'm not the killer. Only a
I am
killer
not
instincts
scolding
can...
you. I am telling you.
Okay, let's have a quick look. So, audience, in a moment we will vote, so don't double vote because some people have voted early. But I think I know why. Pisces, how could you vote like that? Ha ha, asks Michael.
Oh,
I guess it's because you had the deciding vote.
Yeah, loyalty. I was being loyal, but you know what? Some people apparently aren't, and now my heart is broken. Trifling. Can't trust nobody.
Okay,
Too many
Desange.
people.
Desange, we have this comment which you can respond to. Desange for president.
No.
Oh, yes. Yes, Desange for president. And I want to die because I can't live without Skyrise, guys. Just kill me.
Okay, we
Where
also
you
have
going, you ain't gonna worry about being killed, darling.
Aaron on YouTube says you guys are all terrible.
Thank you.
And it also says, wow, they are evil. Oh no, wow, they are evil. Wow, you didn't, yeah, wow. Do you have a response to that, wow?
Wow.
Best
Okay.
reply ever.
We will say it is now voting time. And audience, continue to vote, but don't double vote because some of you have put votes already. And I left it on screen. I didn't mean to. But with this, the dead will now get to vote as we have reached the end. First, we will ask our surviving participants. Seamus, Moose, who do you vote against? Who do you think is the killer?
Oh, sorry.
Okay,
Sure.
there's a vote for Desange. Desange, who do you want to vote for?
I'll go for Shay. It's totally you.
Okay, so with this, Dead Dill is in a pickle. Who do you vote for?
I'm gonna go with Desange.
Okay. And Oda, who do you vote for, please?
Who wants heads? Who wants tails?
Heads.
Oh,
Desange, you want heads?
I'm not playing your game, Yoda.
He's lost
And
it.
it is tails. So
I won
yeah.
anyway, so there you go.
Wait, so I
No,
don't
I'm
understand.
killing you.
Who
I'm
do you-
killing you.
So he's killing Desange, David. Dumb
No,
person.
I'm killing Seamus.
Oh my god. Okay,
I liked him better when he was quiet.
wow. Wow, how do you vote? Wow?
Vengeance, Desange.
Okay, so Desange. Let's put that one down. Lose my pen. And now, Pisces. Oh, God, I've lost my voice. Pisces, who do you vote for?
So, even though she did me wrong, the codependency is so severe. So I'm gonna vote for Shay.
What? Bitch, please.
So this actually means the audience will get the deciding vote. And let's have a look.
This is no longer a show.
We have a vote for Desange, for Seamus, for Desange, Desange, Desange. I'm voting Shay, so Desange doesn't get to die and be with Pisces after betraying her like that, says
Why do you
Jester.
care?
We have a vote for
Why do you
Shay.
care?
We have another vote for Shay.
No, we don't.
We have a vote for Desange. We have a vote for Seamus. A
No.
vote for Desange. One that says Hannah, which I will interpret as Seamus.
wow.
And okay, audience, that's where we've reached. I don't know what to do now. We are once again in a tie.
We're not in a tie. She got 12. I got 4.
Oh my goodness.
No, she
Right.
was counting for both of y'all.
I don't know what to do.
I do. Kill her.
Right, no, this is what I'm going to do. Oda, do you still have that coin?
No.
Yeah.
Oh, no. With the coin again?
Okay, so, Seamus, would you like to call it heads or tails?
Call what?
I don't know. So, no,
Oh.
Oda, how does this work?
Who wants heads?
Now you gotta tell us the rules first, because knowing you,
so
you just
if it
change
lands,
it.
Yeah, that one was just obscure. If you call heads, if it's heads, then I'll say you're dead.
So if you call heads, you die.
Wait, that doesn't make any sense. No, I'll make the decision. So Oda, I will make the decision of how it works.
Yoda, use the force. Come on now.
If it is heads, it is Seamus. If it is tails, then we execute Desange. Now I'm going to trust you here, Oda. Don't lose that coin.
Lands uneven.
How do I show this? Take a picture, okay? As it
What?
goes.
I think I'll take
You don't need to take a picture. There's too many steps involved.
We don't have all night, boy.
What if
I
you roll a
have to go
dice and its
toilet.
odds are even?
Yeah, I should have rolled. What is it?
Sure it is. Sure it is, Yoda.
I can
Heads.
share the photo. Share the photo if you
With
want.
that, Seamus, you have been marked for death.
Oh, good.
Desange, you will carry out the public execution. The same rules apply, though, guys. Same rules apply. So, could I ask
Just
you
sharing
first,
it in group right now.
odds or evens, Desange?
Odds. What were the odds?
Okay, you get bonus $3,000. Bonus $3,000. So, with that, 30 seconds on the clock. Seamus, if you would like to protect yourself, you can protect yourself if you have any protection money available. If not, then you do not have a Tommy gun available, so you just try to convince Desange.
I got my BB gun.
Well, you can try it, but the odds on that may not work very well. So, with this, 30 seconds begin.
Okay, well, I'm just going to do exactly what I was born to do, and I'm going to beg you not to kill me, okay? Because I have had one hell of a life. And, look at this hair. This hair is not made for the ground. This hair is made to be above the ground. Please. Please. Pretty please. Pretty please with a cherry on top. Hurry the fuck up.
And that is 30 seconds, and carry out
I'd
the
like to save her.
So, with this...
I'd like to save
you
her.
heard
Oh,
that?
no, it's too late. It's too late.
No, it's not.
It's too
Look,
late.
time works in mysterious ways. Have you
I
never
played
seen
the
Doctor
graphics.
Who?
The bullets flew up.
No, it didn't.
Right. So,
I'm still alive.
for what purpose do you want to save her, Desange? Is this a confession?
No, I'd like to save her.
Yeah.
Please.
And I'd like to see how it goes with Shay in my life.
Oh.
I'd rather be dead.
What an offer there. What an offer. An
God,
offer.
please.
So, Seamus, if you've chosen death,
I have not, but I don't want to live my life with her. It's scary.
Unfortunately, I'm going to make the judgment call here that you are dead. So,
That's not very
Seamus,
nice, Mr. Dom.
do you know what? I was willing to accept, as I sometimes do, if there was like an offer like that, but since you declined it, and I'd already pressed the bullet button, you were gone. So, Seamus from Beyond the Grave, can you confirm, were you the killer?
Yes.
What? No. Okay, so you were not. What? Like, the last 15, 20 minutes have been the most surreal extreme improv revenge show ever.
That was the best game ever. Ever.
That was the
You
best. That was
cannot
amazing.
make this shit up. Oh, no, you can't.
Wow. So,
It was not made up.
audience, we must now ask Desange, were you the killer?
Yes.
There we go. And well done, well done. Somehow you got away with it.
All thanks to my fellow improvisers who equally deserve to be the killer.
Amazing. So, audience, put any final thoughts or comments you've got into the comment section. And with this, we'll begin to wrap up our show tonight. So, first of all, let's find out, Oda, where can we find you on social media? Capelfave.
You can find me in my YouTube channel where I sing, I dance, I even throw myself inside a bucket. So if you're down for that, go check me out there. Otherwise, you can find me on Instagram just posting shirtless pictures. And that is at @KCoupleDave. And I can't seem to find that. There it is. That is at @KCoupleDave. Otherwise, check out Extreme Improv. I'm doing shows weekly now. And get this book.
Okay, thank you very much, Capelthave. Where can we find you? Pisces Skyrive. Shalita,
Hey,
where can
guys.
the people find you?
So you can find me. I'm Simple Plush Toy on all platforms. Also, because next Wednesday, the 17th, is my birthday, I'll be performing with Mining for Gold. So definitely check them out. And I'm also part of Improv Chattanooga.
Okay, just for clarity, so you've been a Gemini and a Pisces tonight. What does that actually make you?
Oh, in real life, I am a Pisces.
Ah, there you go.
But the Gemini, we can just count that as like my pretend moon sign.
There we
Even
go.
though my real moon sign is the Sagittarius.
Okay, so with this, where can we find you? Wow, where can we find you, Carterbury?
Hi, maybe the phone book, if you have one.
Just for a record, you don't have to share if you don't have anything you wish to share publicly.
Sure, you can find me on social media, Carter Free Sing. I perform. I don't really perform much, as you can see why.
No, you were great.
Yeah, hi.
Really enjoyed having you there. So, next up, Bob, where can we find you?
I'm usually performing with my troupe Quick Wits. You can check us out. Just hit our Facebook page on Quick Wits. You can look me up under my name. And this weekend, Quick Wits will be doing the Improv Punisher show, which will feature Elkie TV Reed, a well-known person here on Extreme. So we're going to have a lot of fun with that.
Okay. Also, though, just relevant to what we're doing here tonight, I see where it says the Improv Punisher. It almost says Pun-isha underneath that skull and crossbones. So there was the clue there the whole time.
Right. Oh, my gosh.
Right. Hannah, where can the people find you?
You can find me at Hannah_McGowan X on Instagram. You can also find me at Boss Birds Improv, which is an all-women's improv company based in Liverpool, Improv Chattanooga, based in the US of A, and Extreme Improv, and hopefully trying to get myself a few more, wins along the way, since I'm an ultimate geek and jester.
You are. You've won 3 things, and you could have won tonight, but you decided...
I didn't want to win.
You decided not to... Yeah, in fact, you're the one that started
I just thought, stop at 3, don't be selfish.
Yeah, yeah, okay. So, then very quickly for myself, my name is David Postansky. You can find me on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at David Postansky, spelled Pustansky. You can get a copy of the Extreme Improv Big Book of Improv Games, which explains how to play over 100 short-form improv games. It's available from Amazon or as a paperback or Kindle edition all the way around the world. Also, check out the new website, which is Extreme, spelled Xstreamed, so like a live stream, but extremed.tv, and there's loads of good stuff on there. But for now, our killer, who somehow managed to fool everyone, where can we find you, Isha?
Well, you can find me on Extreme Improv, and you can get this t-shirt on teespring.com. And I'm here on all the Mafia nights, definitely next time with another t-shirt. And yes, I did spill the beans, and yes, Jester King, it was a crazy show.
Okay, thank you very much. Let's have a very quick look over at the comments. Bear, you have joined us, and you've written David19. Yes. That may be a reference to the rap song I did last year about the pandemic. So check that out. With
I thought
this...
you were 19 suddenly.
What?
I thought you were 19 suddenly.
I am 19. Right, with that, guys, stay safe, have a good one, watch out for the Mafia, and always stay extremed. Ciao for now, everyone. Bye.
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 Okay, and we are off the air.